When Susie Chandler adopted Kailey, a shy shepherd mix, she assumed all was going to be well in her forever home. Yet soon enough, Kailey began barking and growling at her. Confused, Susie couldn't understand the sudden shift in behavior that had left her companion distressed and unable to stop barking or growling. When the rescue dog growled incessantly, her owner realized the gravity of the situation. To get more awesome videos and stories like this one, please click on the like button, subscribe to our channel, and enable notifications. Chandler had rehomed the 3-year-old dog just 2 weeks before. In doing so, she had saved her from euthanasia. And even in that short time, Chandler knew that barking and growling was out of character for the pooch. All of a sudden, she just started barking and looking at us and growling, like trying to get our attention, Chandler explained in an interview with Fox 5. Before being adopted, Kailey had been on DeKalb County Animal Services adoption list for a whole year. It seemed that Kailey had had a tough start in life, and this made it difficult for her to trust humans. As a result, she sometimes snapped at strangers. This meant, of course, that few potential owners had wanted to give her a chance. In fact, no one had seemed to want her at all, and this meant that she would soon have faced being euthanized. Luckily, Keith Santaperham and Jacqueline Berlin fostered Kailey for a number of months, and fearing that Kailey would never find a forever home, Berlin posted a plea on Facebook. The post urged introverts to give Kailey a chance. It read, "Do you like to be alone or just with a close friend? Is an evening at home surfing the web or cuddling with a loved one watching Netflix? Your idea of bliss? Is the idea of being grabbed anywhere by someone you don't know? Horrifying. Meet your doggy soulmate, Kailey." Berlin described Kailey as a Velcro dog who wants nothing more than to be with you. Yes, Berlin was desperate to find her faithful friend, a forever home, and hoped that her words would receive a response. And it worked. Kailey's life would soon change for the better. Why? Because the appeal caught Susie Chandler's eye, and she quickly got in touch. She told Fox 5 the story of what she had been through. It just pulled on our heartstrings. "We just thought we would be the perfect people for her. It was a perfect match." After bringing her new friend home to her property in DeKalb County, Chandler was happy to see her settling in and bonding with her other dog. It also seemed like Kailey was recovering well from her troubled past and had even started to trust humans again. Plus, Chandler and Kailey had a great relationship. That was why Chandler was so surprised at Kailey's behavior that morning on December 30th, 2016. Despite Kailey's history, Chandler trusted her dog enough to realize that something wasn't right when she began growling and barking. So she immediately put her on a lead and took her outside. It was there that she discovered what her new best friend had been trying to tell her. It seemed that the clever canine had discovered a gas leak, one that was potentially extremely dangerous. "She pulled me directly over to the side yard," Chandler told Fox 5 right away. "I smelled overpowering gas and heard a loud whooshing sound." Realizing the potential threat to herself and her neighbors, Chandler quickly called 911, she explained. "I just don't take chances on people's lives like this. It is a dangerous situation." Firefighters were soon at the scene, they said, about monitoring the air in an adjacent apartment complex home to numerous families in order to ascertain just how far the leak had spread. But whatever the outcome, Kailey had raised an alert, and in doing so, had potentially saved dozens of lives. Indeed, if the rescue services had not received the call and repaired the ruptured gas line, the outcome could have been very different. This news understandably spread via local media, and Kailey was hailed as a hero dog. Kailey's former foster parent, Keith Santaperham, was delighted to hear the story too. He told Fox 5, "I thought it was awesome. Kailey is a really good dog, and I thought that was just a nice touch." Meanwhile, Chandler said, "She is our hero dog because we do not know what the outcome could have been." She also hopes that Kailey's tale will encourage other people to adopt dogs in need. "If you have the space, you have room in your heart to take in a needy animal to love on them, it comes back to you tenfold," she said. Santaperham and Berlin echoed the sentiment to Fox 5. They said many dogs are abandoned in the weeks after Christmas, having been given his gifts. So they hoped that Kailey's bravery would inspire members of the public to give homeless dogs another chance. Kailey's former home, DeKalb County Animal Services, is looked after by the Lifeline Animal Project. Part of its mission is to end euthanasia for dogs and cats if they are healthy and can be treated. And since it began its work, adoption rates have increased by 150%. Still, DeKalb County Animal Services has taken in thousands of unwanted dogs and cats. In fact, a big part of its work is finding new homes for these animals. So, adopting a homeless pet is a sure way that local residents can make a difference. Rescue dogs often need extra time and care to adjust to life in their new homes, but they can bring joy and loyal companionship to their owners. Kailey did far more than that though, and in the process she became a hero.